my dear brother in Episcopal Care of Grace, Reverend priests and religious sisters, dear brothers and sisters in Christ. The Apostolic Nuntium represents the Holy Father in love. I am very pleased and honored to be with you this morning and to preside over this Holy Eucharist. His Holiness Pope Francis has asked me to bring you his greetings and to assure you, and indeed, all the faith of the Catholic Church in Zimbabwe, of his spiritual closeness, his paternal solicitude, and the assurance of his prayers. The Holy Father cordially imparts to you his apostolic blessings. At the same time, allow me to assure you of my own personal prayers. Since my appointment as Apostolic Nuncio to this wonderful country, every day I offer one mystery of my daily growth to pray for me, so that I may fulfill the mandate entrusted to me by the Holy Father, and that we may benefit from my mission in strengthening the bones of the Church and the Bishop. My dear brothers and sisters, today's scriptures readings invite us to reflect on the importance of working for food that endures to eternal life. That work consists in believing in the one sent by God, so that we may no longer live by our own ideas. In the first reading from the book of Exodus, we hear God promising that Israelites who are complaining about the difficulties encountered in the desert. The only Israelites complaining always about difficulties. And Israelites, they said, and the God said to Israelites, I will rain bread from heaven for you. Then they ate the bread that they were strengthened. They had satisfied their stomach period of time. There was to be renewed in the spirit and the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. St. Paul invites each one of us to reflect on the nature of our spiritual lives and the transformative power of God's words and deeds. Of one's mind is to undergo radical change in perspective and understanding. Conversion means the fact that it is a faithful in God's word. And by the way, this renewal should not be merely an intellectual exercise. It is actually a need of deep spiritual transformation that aligns one's life with the divine will, with God's own life. In today's Gospel, we find the promise of Jesus, which is so central to our Christian faith. He who comes to me shall not hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. In these words of Jesus, we find the essence of our spiritual journey, as well as the deep longing of the human soul for fulfillment and connection with the divine. Something that happens when we receive the breath of life. Jesus identifies himself as the bread of life. Just as bread sustains our physical life, Christ offers himself as our spiritual nourishment in the Eucharist. He becomes our sustenance. The living bread that came down from heaven, fulfilling our deepest hunger for meaning and purpose in our life. Perhaps at this point it might be good to ask ourselves, do we realize how important the Eucharist is as the essential food of our soul? A food which will fill the hearts of the believers, especially at the time of trials and tribulations. Do we realize how important the Eucharist is? During his apostolic journey to North Macedonia, near Greece in Europe, Pope Francis emphasized the fact that this hunger extends beyond mere physical needs. It encompasses the hunger for God, fraternity, and the genuine encouragement with one another. The Eucharist, therefore, is not just a ritual. It is a celebration of our shared humanity with divine love, inviting us to partake in a feast that transcends earthly limitations. He who comes to me. The invitation to come to Christ is universal, but is especially addressed to all those who are hurt or lost. As St. Pope John Paul II has reminded us, even if all physical hunger were satisfied, the deepest hunger of the human soul remains, and only that can truly refresh and renew. Communion is not merely about receiving. It's about giving. The kind of person imagines himself hungry for Jesus. The first person thinks he wants water and is thirsty for it. The sick person delutes himself into wanting help and his pain. It's not an absence of Jesus in his life. Everyone is hungry and thirsty for Jesus, even those who do not know, even those who do not want to know. In the Eucharist, we encounter the real presence of Jesus who fulfills his promise to be with us always, a pledge of eternal life and the foretaste of the heavenly banquet that awaits us. It is through this sacred meal that we are united with Christ and with one another, forming a community united by faith and love. He who believes in to believe in Christ is to embrace a life transformed by his love, growing holiness and grace. Thus, as we partake in this divine mystery, we are called to act in order to share the love we receive with others, becoming instruments of peace and hope in a world often marked by division and despair. To become instruments of peace and hope for our families, for the country, for Zimbabwe, the hope for young people, the hope for our families that are open, divided, and despair. We are invited to become for God's presence. Pope Francis encourages the faithful to make the Eucharist a priority, to rediscover the joy of worship, and to cultivate an insatiable desire for that. This hunger for the divine is not just a personal journey, it is a communal call to action, urging believers to reach out to those who are spiritually hungry and thirsty. The promise of Jesus are we are reminded that we are nourished not only for our own needs, also to be a source of nourishment for others. Let this promise resonate in every heart, inspiring the journey of faith that leads to eternal life. So a source of nourishment for others. About being a source of nourishment, parents for their children, grandparents. I talk about one of us, or priests, or sisters, to be source of nourishment for the people, for the hungry people of God, hungry for His presence, the transformative power, presence in the details of our daily life. So I pray, become more by this yourself, that you can be the source of nourishment for us. Tell it to others. If you are entitled